Hi, welcome to SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Please subscribe right now on the race to 200 subscribers. Would love to hit the milestone. Like and share the video, particularly if you like it. And of course, let me know your comments in the comments below. Let's talk wrestling. It's WWE Backlash predictions video for you here. Going to go through the kickoff and going to go through the entire card with you, giving my predictions to the event. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, not as invested in this pay-per-view. I think the last 2 weeks of SmackDown particularly have harmed this pay-per-view. The build-up has been quite poor on the last couple of SmackDown episodes. We're kind of used to watching SmackDown and enjoying it each and every week, but I do think that it has been quite lackluster. It feels to me almost as if this pay-per-view could have come maybe 1 or 2 weeks earlier, but hopefully WWE will come through on the night and we can forget the last couple of weeks of programming. And if we're being brutally honest as well, looking at the SmackDown roster, I think that obviously they're looking to build this dream roster that we've got there. We can have lots of dream matches out of this. And it seems we're getting one dream match on this particular card. Although we have seen it before, it feels like we're perhaps going to build to some of these dream matches going towards the end of this year, going into WrestleMania season next year. But going to look through the matches for you anyway now. Going to start with a kickoff match, which is Tye Dillinger, the perfect 10, against Aiden English. Now, for me, I'd have this finish in the perfect 10 seconds, personally. Get Tye Dillinger a very quick victory. Maybe the bell could ring and simply just hit his finish and that would be it. But unfortunately, that might be too quick for a kickoff. But nonetheless, I expect a carbon copy of SmackDown Live, what we've seen a couple of times now. Aiden English may be singing along. We see the interruption for the perfect 10. The match takes place. An easy victory for Tye, and Aiden English perhaps getting upset after the victory. I can see Tye Dillinger picking up the win on the kickoff. Going in, we're going to try and do this what I think will be match order, and match number 1 then for Backlash, I expect to be Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. What would be seen as a credible opener, although to be fair, I think this one is at its starting stages. I think personally this is going to actually go on for another month, maybe even 2. Personally for me, I'm going to say that I think this will go in towards Money in the Bank and probably go all the way on to Battleground afterwards. But that means that this match then could go either way. Perhaps wouldn't harm either superstar to pick up the win or the loss here, but because of the way that Baron Corbin lost so cleanly on SmackDown this week, and Baron Corbin is going to be pushed to the moon, I think he is going to be Mr. Money in the Bank at this precise moment. I am going to say for him to pick up the victory in this encounter. Next, we'll look at Luke Harper and Erick Rowan, 2 ex-members of the White family, of course, going against each other. Basically, again, a repeat of a match we've already seen on SmackDown, so not really invested into it. Although Erick Rowan won the last match, now we're on pay-per-view, I'm going to go for Luke Harper to win this one. So I'm going to go with Luke Harper to pick up the victory. Next will be Charlotte, Becky Lynch and Naomi against the welcoming committee of Carmela, Natalya and Tamina. Of course, Carmela's manager, shall we say, James Ellsworth, will be at ringside as well for this one. Now, I was quite invested in this storyline, but I think now it's time for the payoff. I don't want to see this drag any further than this pay-per-view. There is a suggestion maybe that the 3 faces, or is Charlotte even a face at this point? We don't really know. Will they work together or will they not? We'll have to wait and see. Would Charlotte turn on Naomi in the match because she wants the Women's Championship? Will Becky Lynch turn heel because she wants to become a heel? If you listen to her interviews outside of, I believe she was talking to The Sun on the UK tour. I could be wrong with the source, but she did say that she wanted to become a heel. Again, it's so much easier to be a heel. And of course, we could also see that there could be an implosion within the welcoming committee themselves. For me, I think the best way going forward would be to see Charlotte, Becky Lynch and Naomi pick up the victory, close this chapter. We can see Naomi and Charlotte go for the Women's Championship, Becky to keep a close eye so that she can insert herself into the women's scene going forward as well. Looking next, then we'll go for the Tag Team Championships of the Usos and Ango. That's right. I'm quite enjoying the Fashion Files. I probably shouldn't say that, but I'm not minding it. But the Usos seem to have picked up their game, although I'm not quite sure what day 1-ish is. But nonetheless, I do think the Usos are going to retain the Tag Team Championships. I don't see Ango as a full, Tag Team Champion reign. It could be like a Heath Slater and Rhino, perhaps, but I don't see it myself. I think the Usos are going to pick up the victory here, and they can move on to a new path going after this event, more than likely a returning New Day. Next then, we should look at the United States Championship, Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. This for me is the one match I'm really invested and really looking forward to. In fact, there is probably 2 matches I'm looking forward to, and we'll come on to that next match following this one, but I'm not so convinced with the gimmick of this Face of America. It's not doing it for me for Kevin Owens. The prize fighter thing, I understand that, there is a prize on the line though, the United States Championship. It wasn't necessarily a broken gimmick, so I don't think it necessarily needed fixing. AJ Styles, I think it may made it creditable that he's going for the United States Championship, makes that title elevated. 2 ex-World Champions before WrestleMania as well, going for this mid-card title, could only do wonders for the mid-card title. It's just for me, though, again, it feels like it's been such a long pause to get to where we are, which sounds really bad because we always cry and say we want a longer gap between pay-per-views and not to have so much fed to us. But sometimes some of those things can feel a bit too slow. Maybe not enough has happened in this rivalry going up to the event. Still, AJ Styles was hit with the championship belt in the knee on SmackDown Live, and I hope that that's going to play a factor into this match. I hope that that's going to be, they're going to work on the leg and they're going to really work with it, because AJ Styles really sold it on SmackDown, one of the actual hot plus points of SmackDown Live of what was a poor SmackDown Live this week. I think that the title match itself, though, will probably be definitely a 4 out of 5 star match. I'm going to go for Kevin Owens, though, to retain the championship, because it seems that the program Chris Jericho is not quite finished yet, and I think the best way for that to continue when Chris Jericho comes back is for Kevin Owens to still be United States Champion. And as well, he's not long won the belt. He's only had the championship now for a couple of weeks once again after losing it at Payback. It would be a disservice for him to lose it this soon. I also expect both of these guys to be in the Money in the Bank match come the next month, or next time SmackDown Live do their exclusive pay-per-view. Next, then, the other match that I am looking forward to is Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. I really enjoyed the build-up for this one. They really made Shinsuke Nakamura seem like a big deal, and I think when he comes through the curtain, he is going to be treated like $1 million. I think it really is going to go down well. Ziggler has done his part very well also with his talking. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be the 5-star classic that it could be. I think that Nakamura is going to make short work of Ziggler, but I think that it seems predictable. It seems like it's going to be a payoff, but I think it's going to be a payoff that's going to be good, that we're going to enjoy. And I think that Chicago are going to go crazy for that entrance music of Nakamura's as well. I think that this will be a job well done by WWE. Last but certainly not least is the WWE Championship match, and certainly controversy could be within this one. Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal. Now, Jinder Mahal definitely for me has raised the game. I don't see him fully, though, as a WWE champion. I have to be honest with that, although I do take him a lot more seriously than what I did a month ago, so a good job in that and building him up. But I don't think he's the next JBL. I think personally he will be a United States champion. I think that's the best place for him, is in the mid-card area. Upper to, mid-card to upper mid-card area, I think will be a good place for Mahal. I think that way they could still make the marketing and the selling that they want to do with him towards the Far East, and I think it would do a great job on that. I just don't think it would be a bit too much too soon to have him go over Randy Orton in this way. And plus, Mahal has been on top every step of the way here, so I expect with the Singh brothers by his side to all be taken up by Randy Orton, an RKO out of nowhere, and we still see Randy Orton as the champion. The question will be, is there going to be any returnees at this particular pay-per-view? Of course, the New Day, Rusev, who wasn't on SmackDown Live this week, is expected to, was supposed to be there but wasn't. Lana as well expected to make the presence, and there has been rumours before that Mike Bennett and Maria could be making, or Maria would be returning to WWE, but Mike Bennett will be making his debut at this event, so be interesting if any of those returns or debuts do happen, although personally for me, I'm not sure that it's going to. But that's everything for me anyway. That is your WWE Backlash preview for you. Do keep an eye on the channel as well, because NXT predictions will be coming up for TakeOver Chicago as well. Please subscribe to the channel right now, like and share the video. Thank you very much for watching as always, and let me know your opinions in the comments below. I'd like to know your predictions, who you think is going to win at this particular pay-per-view. But thank you very much for watching anyway. This is SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Thank you for watching as always, and please subscribe.